What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and this is the post game wrap up show, man. Post game reaction and wrap up show, man. The Cowboys are victorious. Cowboys are victorious. Cowboys are victorious, man. And we get the dub. So, guess what? Tomorrow will be a victory Monday. Let's get it, man. So, yo, man, you guys already know what it is. It's your boy West Coast. I'm live in the building. You know, I had to come right back like I told y'all I was, and I'm here to do the post game wrap up. That's actually this post game reaction. It's more of a reaction than this wrap up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here for the post game, and we about to do this, man. I got Henny more up in here, man. We about to talk about, man. I got about hour and a half, 2 hours about to talk about everything that we saw today, and get y'all's opinions, and we gonna talk about it, man. Hey, so first off and foremost, man. Let's get these important people out the way. These people that are coming up in here and these people that are hitting that share button and that star button. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. You already know what it is. Actually, let me. Hey, for y'all don't know what's up. I got my cousin on the line. What's up with you, Henny?
Man, I'm up here conflicted, but I'm happy we won.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited because at the end of the day, man, the Dallas Cowboys with their backup quarterback get a dub. And that's what I mean. To be honest with you, that's the most important thing. At the end of the day, listen to me. When your backup quarterback is playing, it's supposed to look uglier than a pair of masterpiece sneakers. It's supposed to look uglier than an Eagles fan's girlfriend. It's supposed to look uglier than your ex's current girlfriend. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? I'm over right now. You feel me, Henny? Henny, how ugly is it supposed to be? Let me see. What's up? What's something else that's ugly? Daniel Jones looking into a goddamn mirror. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to look ugly like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Penny.
supposed I'm crying on the inside. Y'all know that, right? Henny over there. Henny looking at me like West Coast. He gonna cry when the camera go. Why? He gonna cry when the camera leave? Why? He crying on the inside. Now a little bit, not a lot of bit, but I'm a little bit. I ain't, you know what I'm saying. But let before we get into all that, let's go ahead and hit this star button, hit this share button. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and do it. And we're gonna get into it like we supposed to get into it. All right. Let's do that. All right. So yo, first off, what's up with let me get where my Facebook at so I can even see y'all. Cause I see YouTube. Y'all came in. YouTube came in fast as heck. Appreciate y'all. Let me get my Henny. We got any people watching over there?
Let's take a look.
It looks like we got damn near 200 people on Facebook. Well, hey, man, I'm going to tell you this right here. Cowboys got the win. So the first thing I need you guys to do, right now, I need everybody right now to hit that share button. I need you guys to hit that share button right now. So I need you guys to go in and hit the share button. Hit the share button right now. Hit the share button right now. I need all of you guys to hit that share button right now. Let's get the content out of the way. Next thing I need you guys to do. Next thing I need to do. I'm about to go through here. As soon as I get Facebook up, I'm going to go through here and I'm going to say everybody's name that's watching. I need every single person to hit that star button, man. And listen to me. Listen to me. I know part of this show, we're going to keep it all the way real because you guys know how West Coast is. I ain't going to fake the funk on no nasty dunk. I ain't going to sit on here and I'm not going to put a pig. I'm not going to put a dress on no pig and try to dress nothing up. But listen to me. We are going to be positive, though. We are going to be positive because you know what? About 3 weeks ago, when my quarterback went down, I low-key thought my season was over. On my mama, I did, man. So to be 3-1 today, man, I got to say, good God is on my side, man. I know Jesus is alive. You feel me? So, hey, you can choose to be mad or you can choose to be happy. I'm choosing to be happy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not choosing violence today. You know what I'm saying? But let's get it. I think I'm about to be up. Live producer says it's coming up right now. And I want to know everybody to put it in the comment. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. We in here. We in here. We in here. Let's go. So, yo, let's go ahead and hit that star button. Macy, what's up with you, my boy? Hit that star button for the win. Aaron, what's up with your boy? Hit that star button for the win. Dimitri, what's up with you? Sean, what's up with you, my boy? What's up with you, Amber, Ryan, DJ? What's up with you, my boy DJ? Dana, what's up with you, Trayshawn Mitchell? Hit that star button. Dean, what's up with you? Donald Holmes, what's up with you? Glushaw, what's up with you, my boy? Share the content, hit that star button. Appreciate you. Trina, man, what's up with your boy? I see you, man. Who else we got? Who else we got up here? We got Funny Man Lindo. What's up with you? Shaggy's World, Shag World. What's up with you? Donald Holmes, Chad Marshall Thornhill. What's up with you, my boy? Jess Tilly, what's up with you? Monica, hey Monica. Hey, shout out to all the beautiful cowboy ladies in the building. I got me one. If you ain't got you one, I feel sorry for you. That's
Hey,
all I'm
I
saying.
need to give a shout out to the folks that just subscribed. The low key man, I appreciate you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Pastor Princess Adani Rafa, I appreciate you. Charlie Boy 7952, I
You got a
appreciate you for
Charlie boy? You
subscribing.
got a Charlie boy list watching you?
I got a Charlie Boy, man.
You got a oh man, come on, Charlie boy. I know you. I need me a Charlie boy watching West Coast content. Go ahead, man. Who else? Who over there watching that, man? Let me know.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. They like to subscribe to the channel. So like, hey, I gotta give them they shout outs, they flowers for tapping in with your boy, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys for tapping in, and shout out to Tony Johnson, Isaac Cook, Marcus Calloway, and Lorenzo Brito. What's up with you? Appreciate you guys. I know there's a gang of people that's going live right now, and listen, anybody that's deciding to get their content from West Coast, I want to let you know I appreciate you. You feel me? So now that we've done this, let's get in that ass. Now, like my cousin said earlier today, when he actually said some other cuss words, but the one that he did say that we can all agree that is not a cuss word is ass. And that's what that defense did today. They got in that ass today. You feel me? I told y'all we're not choosing violence today. We choosing positivity. So we're going to start off with the positive things. Shout out to this motherfucking defense, bro. Am I looking at the greatest show, the greatest defense to ever do it? I'm trying to offend somebody, man. Talk to me, Eddie.
You're looking at a very good defense. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think we're one of the better defenses in the league. You know, the only other teams, and you can't even say Buffalo because they surrendered 20 points today. So we're doing better than Buffalo defense. We talk about scoring defenses. You know, we're turning the ball over. We're getting pressures. We're sacking the quarterback. You know,
How many
we're doing
sacks did they end up
everything.
with?
We actually ended up with 2 sacks.
2 sacks?
That's it. But you know what? The amount of mayhem and destruction that we caused on the way to the quarterback, they only scored 10 points. He threw 2 interceptions. So we can live with that.
Hey, man, if you're watching on TikTok right now and you're wondering why you can't hear it, it's because my cousin's talking right now. This is my blood cousin, too. Hey, you need to go over YouTube. Then you'll be able to hear the whole show. If you're just watching on TikTok, you're only going to be able to watch. You're only going to be able to listen to this right here. And in about 5 minutes, I'm going to get Instagram up, too. So we'll be up on all platforms. Share the content. I got 212 shares and 243 eyeballs. Actually, that's actually like 400 eyeballs. I need y'all to hit the share button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button right there. Hold up. All right, let's get it. All right, so first off, let's talk about this defense, man. I got some notable shout outs. Listen to me. Micah Parsons, I think he is a little, not even that he's not, I don't think he was hurt today. I just think he was tired, bro. Like, I just think that defense, because toward the end of that game, as many times as they was on that field, and you got to think like this, they have him exclusively rushing the passer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he is always going 100 miles an hour, full speed. So what I saw, honestly, is a guy fatigued. I didn't really see a guy that was like dinged up or injured. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I saw a guy that was more fatigued than anything. But at the end of the day, final play of the game, Michael Parsons was still able to break the pass rush, man. So salute to him, man. The only thing I say probably is, man, Cowboys offense helped these guys out by keeping these guys off the field, man. Because if this would have been a close game, which it technically is, but it wasn't a close game because we know this offense wasn't good. But if this was considered a close game, then guess what, man? We might have been in a little bit of trouble. You know what I'm saying? We might have been in a little trouble. You know what I'm saying? But listen to me real quick. If you have not already, and if you sent over 2,500 stars today, make sure you get your run the damn ball hat. Make sure you get your run the damn ball hat. You feel me? They're only $25. If you can't send stars, don't trip. You can always purchase one on purchase one on Cash App, because we all know this. I know one thing we know for a fact, and that is in that fourth quarter, we was all screaming, run the damn ball. Were we not, Mr. Skipper? Or were we not?
Yeah, we talk about running the ball because look, we had the lead. There was no reason to keep putting the ball in the air. And I know that's not going to show up in the box score, but Cooper Rush had two turnovers that were neutralized by penalties. He was not playing his best game tonight. What's it this afternoon? So like there was really no reason to keep throwing the ball. He made a couple good plays throwing the ball, but like there were some plays that could have turned the whole game around. So like stop putting the ball in the air. You had the lead, and you were really playing against the clock more than you were playing the Commanders at the end of the game.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here: like running the ball is a mentality, right? This Washington defense was doing a very good job stopping the run. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: the only thing that was working against a run was Ezekiel Elliott. This was one of those games where you were playing against a team that was locked in on your ability to run the ball. So guess what? They absolutely shut down. They absolutely shut down Tony Pollard in the run game. And that's why I told you guys, like, I'm not trying to rag on him, but that's why I've always say that Tony Pollard, in my opinion, is not a real running back, because when he has to really run the ball versus teams that really know you're going to run the ball, he is not effective at all. Like, and I'm going to tell you, Zeke, this offensive line, I mean, listen, Zeke, this was a tough game for Zeke, bruh. This was a tough game, but I'm gonna tell you the good thing about this right here is, man, the run game, the running with Ezekiel Elliott sets you up, and you were able to do the play action pass. Like, let's just be real, man. If like Cooper Rush, my guy, my boy completed 15 total passes in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this was not no execution of out there throwing the ball. Like there were spurts where we just did not look good and we were begging to throw the ball. But I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I saw something today that was very, very encouraging. I saw an offensive coordinator doing dumb stuff. But you know what I saw also? I saw guys being athletes and just being flat out football players and trying to play outside of those bad calls. Because there were some bad play calls that we're just like, what the heck are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? And praise God, guys just flat out made plays. Shout out to Michael Gallup coming back today. Hey, the Cowboys did a good job. Listen to me. 2 catches, 24 yards, had averaging 12 yards per catch, but he did get the 1 touchdown, which I love because it was an essence of a Michael Gallup type play. The play broke down. He sprints from the opposite side of the field. It just follows his quarterback and catches an easy touchdown in the back of the field. It literally looked like something Michael Gallup would have did last year. Like it literally looked like, and that's encouraging to see considering with the injury. So I don't think we have to talk about him being injured or any of that back. One thing I will also I'm gonna tell you, Henny, something I'm also encouraged about this game is it lets me know that my quarterback, Dak Prescott, when we get back, this offense will be better. Like they will be better because there are literally throws and things like that Dak Prescott has shown that he's been able to make, and there's runs. Like, I'm going to tell you, this would have been a game today where we would have wanted to use Dak Prescott's legs because, man, the defense, for the most part, played good versus this offense. Like, they did a phenomenal job of freaking, part of the reason why I think the Dallas Cowboys ran the ball, honestly, is because their ability to get to the quarterback, man, they was pressuring. You know what I'm saying? So Cowboys decided to adjust, ran the ball 29 times, man. This was not going to say a hard game because I think there are several times that we could have had this game over. Several times that we could have had this game. I believe, Henny, that we could have had this game over at halftime. At halftime, that last drive on halftime, better choices then, man. But I mean, go ahead.
Let's put it in perspective. Washington threw the ball 42 times. They had 170 yards passing.
Damn. Say it again.
They threw the ball 42 times. They only had 170 yards passing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
One passing touchdown, 2 turnovers. But they did a great job of actually running the ball. It's just the game got out of hand at different points for them.
Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboys started the game off. The Dallas Cowboys started the game off using Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke started off first play of the game, 5 yards. Next play of the game, a 31-yard reception. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. Like, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. The Dallas Cowboys, they choose to go away from Ezekiel Elliott in this running game. Like, it is a cognitive choice because there are literally, 2 drives at the end of that game that should have never happened. They should have never happened. All you got to do is run the ball effectively, stay in bounds, and, bro, the game is over, man.
Yeah. And we didn't really run the ball effectively, but we just didn't get away from it. Because
Exactly.
when you look at it, Zeke, 19 carries, 49 yards, average 2.6 yards a carry. Cooper Rush, 2 carries for 7 yards, average 3.5. Tony Pollard, 8 carries for 6 yards, average 0.8 yards a carry. So we did not run the ball well, but we stayed at it. We did still shorten the game, and we ran the ball enough where they still have to respect the play action.
Facts. Like
So
that, and that's the number one thing that you said right now. We ran the ball enough so that when we did do play actions, they still had to respect it. Like, man, this Washington defense, if I'm not mistaken, they got 3 first-round picks on their defensive line alone. Because I saw the Reed kid. They had what's that? The one that
Montez
had
Sweat.
Sweet. They got Sweat out there. Then they had Allen. Both them dudes is first-round picks. And then they had one more out there that was a first-round pick.
With Deron Payne.
Deron Payne. So I mean, this defense is this Washington defense is made. They're paying for what they're being able to do today, and that's why, to be honest with you, it's funny how, because I'm seeing it already. People saying, "Oh, Zeke don't look like if Zeke didn't look good, then what the hell did Tony Pollard look?"
That boy averaged
He
under
averaged
a yard.
He averaged 0.6 yard, under a yard a carry. And I'm going to tell you, the smartest thing the Cowboys saw tonight is that the heavy back was actually the one that was working. Now, they did go away from it because I don't understand why Tony got so many carries in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? When it was just obvious it was just not working with him. Like, that's some of the things that I put in my video with Kellen Moore when I'm like, bro, you got to stay with the hot hand. Whatever is the hot hand, you got to stay with it. Like, you got to stay with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie, man. I feel like the Cowboys at the end of that game was stat stuffing, though. Like, I feel like they were stat stuffing. I definitely feel like the Cowboys were excessively throwing the ball to try to get a better percentage and more yards on Cooper Rush, because there was absolutely no reason for us to continue. We threw the ball two times on a drive when it was 4 minutes and 13 seconds, and they only had one timeout. And we came out there and threw the ball 2 times. And then we shanked the punt. Like, this mess makes no sense, man. This makes no sense. Shout out to my boy Jamal. He says on the bet. Damn. My boy Jamal said he just won $10,000 on a bet today, showing support, super hype. God damn, what that ticket look like. And I need your next month's ticket. Hell, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Next week's, damn.
Hell, you mean? What you tell me now, man?
When you get in there ASAP.
Yeah, I need that. God damn, I need that ASAP. All right. He says, hey, let's drop questions in the comment box. I'm going to shout out some people that played well today that you ain't going to talk about. Trevon Diggs right out the gate. Let's just go through it, right? I'll give you my opinion on a person. You give me your opinion on a person, and we're going to go through it. That's how we're going to break it down. You want to start with Cooper? We already did Cooper. We're going to start with Cooper Rush?
Let's start with Cooper.
Cooper Rush. Let's go. Cooper Rush. 15 to 27, 223 yards, average 8.3 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns, 1 of 6 on sacks, quarterback rating of 107. What are your thoughts on him real quick on him?
He's 4 touchdowns, no interceptions on the year, completing right over 60% of his passes. He's doing a damn decent job. You can't really ask for too much from Cooper Rush. He's doing everything he can. Now, there were some errant throws. Luckily, they were called back by a penalty, but he threw what would have been 2 interceptions. He had no idea there were penalties thrown on the play. So it wasn't like he was just throwing it up because he had a free play.
Facts.
He had no idea that these would be penalties. So he has to do a better job of not pressing when they're backed up, because all the negative plays that he really avoided happened when they were backed up in the shadow of their own goalposts.
Facts.
So he did a decent job.
I mean, my thoughts for Cooper Rush is my boy Cooper Rush definitely went out there and did his job. And I definitely agree, in a league where most fans don't care about the finite things that actually require you, that actually the reason why you're the winner. Most fans just care about the overall thing. If I'm Cooper Rush right now, I don't even want to play the Rams. Nope. You want to know why? Because with the Rams, he already know, man. He looking at himself like, there's a really good chance that we're gonna need some superior quarterback play to beat the Rams. Can I produce that? I don't know. Or do I want to go and end this season knowing that I'm 4-0 and get my bag next week? I mean, next year. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, if I'm Cooper Rush, I mean, I'm just, now don't get me wrong, we all competitors. But if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, man, versus Aaron Donald, man, that inside Jalen Ramsey, bro, you want Dak Prescott. What I'm encouraged about is seeing and understand is this, man. And I'm gonna tell you what else makes me feel good. I just saw Quentin Bohannon walking out of the tunnel, and he was smiling, taking his gloves off. So it seems like he might be okay. He should be good.
Thank
All right.
God.
Let's go. Let's jump to the defense real quick. Let's jump to the defense. Your leading tackler tonight, Donovan Wilson. 9 total tackles, 8 solos, all over the place tonight. He had a ridiculous impact. Let's talk about Malik Hooker. He was second. Your safeties, man, that lets you know right there that the Dallas Cowboys definitely had a hard time stopping the run right now when you have 2 safeties leading your team in tackles with 9 and 8 tackles. I think someone who really, really balled the hell out today, if I had to give my defensive player of the game, would probably be Dante Fowler, man. My boy had 2 total tackles, but he had 1 sack and he had 2 tackles for loss, man. Like Dante Fowler's had him. He had my boy had himself a game and was definitely all over the place, man. Who is your standouts on defense outside of Trevon Diggs too? He had 3 pass breakups. He had the 3 pass ups and the interception.
As I
Damn.
say, man, he shut down.
Damn, I might have to give it. I might have to.
And look, he shut down Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's caught 2 balls for 15 yards. That's it.
Diggs, damn. I want to give it to Dante though.
Shit, I'm gonna give it to Diggs.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Diggs too. You got to, man. The interception, took points off the board. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, you guys, make sure you guys hit that star button. Top star giver today is going home with a Dallas Cowboys DeMarcus Lawrence jersey. So make sure you guys hit that star button. Top star giver is going home with it. So make sure you guys hit that star button. All right, so let's go. Let's finish what we're talking about. All right, so my boy Drentry, he says you want to talk about Deron Bland. What's your thoughts on Deron Bland today?
He is earning that spot, that nod that the coaches gave him. To get this playing time. He's proven them right. Because remember, he's taking those snaps that a lot of folks wanted to give to Kelvin Joseph. But he earned his spot. He earned this in preseason. And he earned this in training camp. For a lot of the guys to say that preseason games don't matter, you wouldn't have known about Deron Bland if it was for preseason games.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have known about him. And he's making the best of his opportunities.
Yeah, Deron Bland is just another example of the defense finding jewels and being able to do that. And it's like, he's an example of why I want Dan Quinn to be over the entire offense. I mean, the entire team, bro, because like the defense all the way down to the rookie that they, you know what I'm saying, who they didn't even draft, you know what I'm saying, is coming in here and it's flat out balling for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the Dallas Cowboys, you have to definitely be excited about that. You have to be excited about that when you invest in a kid and then you get a return on your investment instantaneously. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for the Cowboys, you got to be excited, man. You have to be excited, man, because it's like from your number, you're like, think about this. You're telling me that your best cornerback is Trevon Diggs and and then you say so, but your worst cornerback is a rookie named Bland who got an interception today. Like, bro, your cornerback room is balling, bro. Like they definitely doing their numbers, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Also, I want to give a shout out to Izzy Mukuamu, man. 6 tackles, 4 solo tackles today, and he had a quarterback hit. Like Izzy Mukuamu, my boy was everywhere today. Like he was everywhere out there today. You know what I'm saying? He had himself a game. Like he probably had one of his best games of his short NFL career so far. Like he balled today. Another guy that was active, didn't make a whole bunch of splash plays today, but he was still very, very active. Shout out to Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong was there doing his thing today. You know what I'm saying? Micah Parsons always the lion. You know what I'm saying? Didn't get a lot of sacks today. Didn't really. You know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of surprised on how, especially with Carson Wentz throwing the ball today. I mean, I was actually kind of surprised we didn't get as many sacks that we did. I thought today was going to be like a 7-8 sack, kind of like what Philadelphia did last week. But for the most part, Cowboys just stayed on it. You know what I'm saying? But they were in the backfield though, because they ended up with 6 tackles for loss.
I mean, they ran the ball 27 times. There wasn't really I know they threw the ball 40 something times, but they still ran the ball quite a bit. So that takes away, especially when you don't know that a pass is coming. That's the reason they were able to move the ball at different points. Like when it was obvious passing downs, we got pressure,
Yep.
we wreaked havoc. But when they were ahead of the sticks, when they were able to run the ball, when they were able to play action, they looked more like a more competent offense.
Yep. Yep. I mean, and think about this, man. Like, you lose Quentin Bohannon in the second quarter. Who's to say the outcome of this game if he's able to play for the rest of that game? You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. I mean, I definitely think he would have had the impact would have been different, because he was already having a healthy impact on this game. So salute to him. Questions. I don't understand why the Dallas Cowboys why they refusing to put and keep Jason Peters at guard on the field. The goal of an offensive line is to have your best 5 guys on the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal of the offensive line is to always have the 5 best guys on the offensive line. So it's like, man, there was, the offensive line was low key getting teed off on today. You know what I'm saying? But, I think the Cowboys protected themselves by running. Like, I think it was that was a good decision on the Cowboys to just relieve that pressure by just flat out just running the ball. And that's what they did toward the end of this game. You know what I'm saying? But then toward the last 6 minutes, you could, like I said, man, they start stat stuffing, man, trying to throw the ball way too many times. Kellen Moore, man, bruh. Like, I don't even want to talk about Cooper Rush, man. Cooper Rush did his thing, man. But Kellen Moore, bro. Kellen Moore, oh my God. Like, we cannot shout out my boy Nate with the 1,500 stars. Kellen Moore cannot be the offensive coordinator going forward, man. Just like man, because I'm gonna tell you, this approach that we do right here, man, he's keeping teams in the game. Bro, you are not these better teams that we're gonna start playing going into the colder part in our seasons, and bro, you're not gonna be able to allow these teams to just stay in games, man. Right now, Kellen Moore does not know how to put away games. He just doesn't know how. Like, he just doesn't know how. You know what I'm saying? And also, Raymond says Farniak even better than McGovern. I probably agree with you on that. What are your thoughts on Kellen Moore and that play calling toward the end of the game, man?
Man, listen, we already discussed, like, it made no football sense. Like, towards the end of the game, we had a 2-possession lead. There's no reason to even put the ball in the air. It makes no sense, because the more you run, the more clock. And that goes back to what we saying. The game could have been over, because literally the game could have been over earlier, because there were so many times they threw the ball, had incompletions. That's time. That's times that the clock could have still been running. Like this, once you have a 2-possession lead late in the fourth, you just got to get to the end of the game. You don't have to keep scoring. You have to do anything but keep possession of the ball. And they did not play good 4-minute offense. And when I say 4-minute offense, for the people that don't understand, 4-minute offense is just to salt away the game. That's when you're trying to eat up clock. You're trying to keep the ball in bounds. You're trying to run the ball. You're trying to get first downs, not necessarily touchdowns. It's different than 2-minute offense, where you're trying to, hurry up, get down the field and score. So, like, 4-minute offense, you're trying to keep possession of the ball for 4 minutes,
Yeah.
literally.
And I want to go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you're fine.
I want to talk about some of these I want to talk about some of these comments that are in the comment box. I want to clear some up. One person on Facebook, and it's a good comment. She says he's calling a more balanced run pass. To be honest with you, that's the issue, because this isn't about being balanced. We didn't need to be balanced today. We needed to be overtly run the ball. Why? Because we were up by 12 points. We needed to end the game. Like, we don't need our offensive coordinator worrying about stats. We need him to care about one stat, and that is the win. Like, it's not about being balanced. It's about doing what you have to do to win. If that means run the ball 60 times and just keep the clock out, then that's what you have to do. Like, there was no reason for Kellen Moore to be overtly throwing the ball the way we were doing that. And think about this, your defense was noticeably tired. Like, they were noticeably tired. If I'm the Dallas Cowboy defense, I'm begging these guys, yo, run the ball, man, hike the ball. Like, there are just things that, like, common sense things that we should be doing. Explain, right? You guys remember when Tony Romo was the quarterback? Everybody used to get mad at him because he would hike the ball at the 4. I mean, he'd hike the ball when the clock get down to 3 to like 2. He'd hike the ball then. The reason he was doing is he was taking time off the clock. Like, when we're out here, man, when at the end of the game, there's no reason with 4 minutes left on the clock that your defense went back on the field 2 more times. Think about this. You were only down 12. So it's like, man, like those are the type of things that we have to work on, man. And it's like, I'm not mad. I'm not upset with Kellen with Cooper Rush. I think Cooper Rush he did his thing. I believe Cooper Rush played a good game. But I just don't believe that there's no reason Kellen Moore should have had him still passing the ball. Cooper Rush could have had a way better game. Like, Cooper Rush could have had like a 15 for freaking 18 type of game if they really would have threw the ball the way they were supposed to, because they didn't need to. There was no reason for it. And it's like, man, the check engine light is on in our Cowboy car. I know we're winning, but we also just beat 2 bad teams, man. And I get it. This is the NFL. Everybody, I know, I get it, man. But we're about to start playing better teams next week. Like, if I'm looking at our schedule, I think the next 4 teams we play all have winning records, right? You about to play the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Then who we got after the Rams?
Eagles.
Who after we got the Eagles?
Let's look. Please.
So it's like there are things that we have to improve on. And I'm going to tell you this right here. If you guys are just saying that we're going to improve on it because, I think the way you can improve instantly is getting your starting quarterback back. You know what I'm saying? Because Kellen Moore he's still going to ask his backup quarterback to throw the ball when he should not be throwing the ball. So he's still ask him to do things when he should not be asking him to do it.
We're going to play the Rams, the Eagles, and then the Lions. And the Lions will not be that easy of a match because these boys are scoring 40-something points.
Then after the Lions, we got Bears.
The Bears, and then Green Bay. So we play a majority of the NFC. Oh, wow. Matter of fact, every single one of our games is going to be against the NFC North at that point. It'll be Lions, Bears, Packers, then Vikings. We play all 4 of their teams back to back.
So it's like, man, like, that's why I say right now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not no hater of Rush because I believe Rush played well. But I'm just like this. If you're gonna, if my offensive coordinator is gonna continue to do what he's doing right now, then then I do want to get an upgrade in some players. You know what I'm saying? I do want to get upgrade in some players. Let's see what we talking about in the comment box. He says, if our offense plays, he says, it's on my time. I just the hell get out of hopes up and love to see all the faces when they let down. I don't know what he's talking about. Let's get back over here though. Demetri says, let's look at something else. All right, shout out to us. So if you had to think about today, who would be your offensive player of the game today?
Offensive player will have to be CD Lamb. He caught 96. This is not even the fact that he got this. He wasn't really missing any of his passes. I don't think he dropped a single ball. He had 6 receptions on 8 targets for 97 yards and a touchdown after 16 yards a catch. So, like, that sounds like an 88.
See from him.
That sounds like an 88 to me.
Yep. I mean, and I also, this is what I like too. I like the fact that CeeDee Lamb was able to continue on from his success from last week. You know what I'm saying? Because last week he started the game off slow. He dropped 2 balls. Then he kind of heated up, and then he ended the game with a touchdown. This week, it felt like CeeDee Lamb had a continuation of last week's game, and that's what you want. So each week, he starts getting better, a little bit more better, a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that absolutely sounds like 88 to me. Salute, because the Cowboys definitely needed him at the right time. He's peaking at the right time. You know what I'm saying? And this is when you need him. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely when you need him. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him. Let's talk about Tony Pollard, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Washington Commanders literally came into this game with a concerted effort to just shut Tony Pollard out because, like, one thing I don't like though is like he only got one. He got 3 targets in the pass game, only caught one of them for 2 yards. The other one was on a fourth and forever by himself on the sidelines. The Cowboys, like, I know you want to get him involved in the run game, but bro, you gotta get Tony Pollard involved in the pass game, man. Like, you got to get him involved in the pass game. You got to get this guy going. We need more screens. We need more screenplays, man. We need more screenplays. What are your thoughts on Tony Pollard today?
Shoot. Tony Pollard, man, was not put in a position to win. I like you said, like they got too cute with it. I would have kept the same formula. I would have had him mainly, mainly catching passes, a little more outside runs. But like I said, he's not really equipped to run between the tackles. So I don't know if they're ever going to get around to actually doing it, integrating him into the passing game more often. But I don't think he was really set up because when you think about their run defense as a whole, like they did a good job containing the run. We ran the ball 29 times for only 62 yards. That's 2.1 yards a carry. Our
Washington
longest,
they did their job. Like, Washington stopped the run today.
yeah, our longest run was a 9-yard run that Tony Pollard had. And think about this: Tony Pollard had a 9-yard run and ended the game with 6 yards.
So that means he got that run and
Did absolutely nothing after.
then lost yards after that.
So yeah, man. So like, no, the players have to perform, but the coaches also have to put them in positions to be successful. Because Tony Pollard is too explosive of a player to have outings where he only contributes 8 yards of offense.
Yeah.
He's too good.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. This is the reason why I knew that the whole Turpin thing wasn't gonna work. Like, I knew it wasn't gonna work because I'm saying, bro, you have Tony Pollard right now, and Tony Pollard is going back to the room. He's going back to the locker room. Yes, he is excited that they won the game, but in the back of his head, he's like, bro, I know Tony Pollard's like, bro, I'm out of here. I know. Listen to me, bro. If you're Tony Pollard, there's no way. Y'all need to stop with the we need to get rid of Zeke because, bro, you're probably gonna lose Tony Pollard too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're Tony Pollard, bro, why are you staying in Dallas, bro? You were barely getting used. Now you're not even. And think about this. The more CD, and think about this. Guess what happened in the past game? Exactly what I knew was gonna happen. Michael Gallup came back, and all his targets went to who? I mean, the stuff that the things that Tony Pollard was getting in the past game, all that stuff went to Michael Gallup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And think about this. He only got 3 targets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's rough out there to be
It was
a backup
rough.
quarterback, being backup running back.
It was rough, man. So that's why I said if I am Tony Pollard, bro, there's no way I want to come back to Dallas. Like, everybody just thought Cedric Wilson was just going to instantly sign back with Dallas. Hell nah, Cedric, man, I'm out of here. Cowboys didn't even probably have a chance to re-sign him. But yo, salute to the Cowboys on getting the win. Deep offensive line as a whole only gave up 1 sack today for 6 yards. So for the most part, they did their job. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Cooper Rush, man. I'm happy for Cooper Rush, man. I'm happy for what he was able to do today. There was some throws, I ain't gonna lie, man, that should have been interceptions. Cooper Rush, you gotta start. You are not talented enough to just put the ball in space, and neither is our wide receiving core. Our wide receiver core is good, but they're not talented enough for you to be throwing blind footballs and them to just run for them. No. And these dudes don't really understand knock the ball down. So it's like, Cooper Rush, don't put yourself in those types of positions. Don't put yourself in those type of positions. Not with the. I mean, honestly, I would tell you to freaking take the sack before I tell you to just throw it up there like that again, because we literally got lucky. We were not lucky. We got blessed on 2 huge plays, man.
Yeah, they happened on our side of the damn field, bro. Can you imagine?
He's Smiley says so. He says you have to understand every game is different. You can't expect the same outback. He said the same out specs from. You're absolutely right. That's why we're not talking about those other games, man. We're not talking about those other games. We're only talking about this game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something though. You do expect for players to get better though. That is an expectation. because this is a performance-based business. Like they get paid solely on their performance, not on their looks, not on the way they dress, not on anything but their performance. So in a business where it is solely based on your performance, you do have to perform. That's just kind of how it works. So you can you do kind of expect those. You know what I'm saying? Drew says 13, 2 catches for 24 yards, 1 TD, and a majority of my Washington's penalty yards. Also, shout out to the Dallas Cowboys for keeping the penalties under check today.
They
Like,
did great on the penalty
they did
front.
really, really good on. And I'm gonna tell you, did you notice? We threw the ball less, ran the ball more, and guess what? You have less penalties. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that the penalties was all on the offense, because the defense did their part at some points too. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we were getting a lot of offensive penalties, and a lot of those were holding. Well, guess what? When you're running the ball, you don't have a lot of time to hold because you're going forward. You're pushing people down. When you're pass blocking, you're stepping back. So I think the way this game was called did help them minimize the pressures and the things that Cooper Rush had to do today. My only thing is this: can you guys actually believe Kellen Moore could do this with a better quarterback?
He should be able to.
Theoretically, you would think that this would be a what? I would think this would be. I think if Dak plays, he gives you at least 10 more points. Now, if you guys can drop step out of your feelings, because I think a lot of you guys are really mad about week 1 when Aaron Rodgers also played bad and Tom Brady technically played bad too, where Dak didn't even play a whole game. Like, you guys have literally taken a half of a football game and labeled Dak a bad quarterback. Like, it is amazing. Like, it is absolutely amazing. But if you remember Dak from the 17 games he played last year, which kind of makes more sense because 17 is bigger than half of a game. And think about this. Don't CeeDee Lamb look better? Like, why aren't you guys saying that CeeDee Lamb looks bad? Why? Because he's 4 games away from looking bad in that week 1. Dak only played a half a game. So let's just think. What if Dak come back and Dak actually plays how Dak typically plays? What is that? Good. What is that offense then? That gives you at least 10 points. You're 35 points with the nastiest defense in the NFL. I'm going to tell you this right now. That right there, if Dak can come back and play like Dak plays, bro, this is a Super Bowl team. Off the fact of the defense. I'm just being real. Off the defense, bro. Like I just need a quarterback who can score me 10 more points. Give me an offense that can score me 10 more points. You're at 35 points, and you're not allowed. You have 4 games now where you have stopped teams under 20 points. Listen, if you're laughing, I don't really give a damn. That probably means you're not even a Cowboy fan watching a non-Cowboy live stream after a Cowboy win. You know what that is? I would say you're a trans. I ain't gonna say that, but you're a trans Cowboyan. That's what you are, because you say you're one thing, but on the inside, we know what you really are. You know what I'm saying? Deep down inside, you're a real Dallas Cowboy fan. You feel me? Christopher Glover says, I think Kellen Moore is stalling our offense, still running in the middle into walls. Jalen says, y'all hired new fans. Ravens been giving me nightmares. Man, y'all crazy. Love to see Gallup with the touchdown. Me too.
Ravens haven't really surrounded their quarterback with key weapons. He has a tight end. He has a tight end and a couple of receivers that nobody knows.
Mm-hmm. I love Dez, but Dez was they signed Dez. Think about that. And I love Dez. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like they've never. I mean, Baltimore is the equivalent of believing way too much in your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Not having proper expectations where you don't even try to give him help. You know what I'm saying?
I think I saw a stat where they never had an all-pro receiver.
I believe it. I can believe it. But this defense, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. You guys on late night Cowboy talk last night, you guys asked me what was the number one thing that I was scared of about this defense. And the number one thing I said that I was scared of is if a team started running the ball. Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The Washington Commanders rushed 27 times for 142 yards and 5.3 yards per carry. Like, I'm gonna tell
Mhm.
you this right now. Like, we can still not stop the run.
And you know what? You know what really
And that's
stopped
part
their?
of the reason why you need a better quarterback.
You know
Because
what really stopped their running?
their offensive coordinator.
Well, they had 136 yards of penalties.
Jesus.
They had 11 penalties for 136 yards. So not only were they not getting off the field on defense, they kept getting in third and forever. How many times was it 3rd and 20?
Facts.
They had 3rd and 20 like 3 different times. Like
Facts.
how can you run the ball with that?
Fact. Hey, that's a huge facts. You know what I'm saying? And they hit us with, I mean, they had Antonio Gibson. He had 13 carries, 49 yards. Jonathan Williams, 5 carries for 48 yards. He was bussing. JD McKissick, he had 8 carries for 40 yards. I mean, everybody was bussing. Carson Wentz even rushed one time for 5 yards. You know what I'm saying? But I also believe that, the Cowboys defense was on the field way too much. Like, a lot of those stats are almost like stats that would not have happened had this game would have been coached. It would have been coached properly.
They won time of possession because they had the ball for 33 minutes and 6 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's man, like, those are the things that kind of irritate you about this game, man. I said this, like, man, Cowboys, man, they have an uncanny way of like almost making you like not be like, if you're watching this game wanting to enjoy the win, it's damn near impossible. Like, defense was on the field way too much, man. And I'm gonna tell you this right here versus the offense we about to play this coming up week, the Rams offense, man. Like, the team that, our corners like Trevon Diggs, he gonna have to lock up this week, man. You got an all pro coming in. Actually going to an all pro.
As a matter of fact,
You know
a lot of guys might consider the boy to be the best receiver in football. So to get your big boy pads on, man. It's gonna be a long day.
Exactly. So it's like, man, you cannot be taking these types of chances like we did with the Rams offense. No, like, we can't. I believe the Cowboys got the defense that can definitely step in front of these guys and play with them. I believe that. I definitely believe that. But it's like, I don't believe it if you're telling me how many are they gonna do that after freaking, 36 plays, 40 plays. Like, the Cowboys, the number one thing that they need to be trying to do right now is limit how many times this defense is on the field, because by doing that, you
Jesus.
instantly make them better. What you just see?
Washington ran 71 plays.
I know, like, bro, that's ridiculous. Like, bro, there's no way I'm like, I'm happy for the win, but now that I'm happy of the win is over, I'm like, bro, we cannot have my defense on the plate for 71 plays, bro.
You know what? They still played a damn good game because they only surrendered 10 points. They had 2
Hell yeah,
takeaways,
they
2
did.
sacks. They
But
would
it's
they played amazing, but
and
they would
think
be
about this.
even better if they weren't on the field that much.
And think about this, bro. I don't want to waste these ridiculous like defensive games, these once in a lifetime defensive games against the Washington Commanders. Like, we're gonna need this next week. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I mean, the question of the day is, if Dak is available to play, should he play next week? What's your thoughts?
Uh, if he's healthy, that's gonna always be my thing. I don't want that coming in. I never want a player to play
I'm
and
just
put
saying,
out bad tape.
I'm just saying he's healthy. He's healthy. He feels he's healthy to play, because that's gonna be my answer too. If he's healthy, obviously, but you know what I'm saying, we both agree if he's not healthy, he should not play. But I'm
Yeah.
asking you, if Dak is healthy and he's ready to go, would you give him the start for this next game?
If he is healthy and he's ready to go, then yes, because if we want to get to where we're going, we have to be able to beat teams like this, and he gives us the best chance of beating teams like the Rams. So yes, yes, you play him, and it's not like Dak Prescott has never beat the Rams. He's beaten Arizona with them. We blew them out before. They
Exactly.
didn't. They no, they didn't have. Oh, they didn't have Matt Stafford, but he's not this all-world quarterback. They had all the same guys. They had Cooper Cup. They had all the other boys. They came to Dallas and got dumbest and got dragged all around the stadium.
Yep.
They
Go ahead.
matter of fact, us beating them kept them out the playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. I want Dak back. If Dak is, I'm not even say if he's healthy, because if he's not healthy, then there's no conversation. Dak's healthy, he's playing. The reason why I want him back is because, man, this season is bigger than this Rams game. And I need to get Dak back ready, acclimated with this offense. Like, I know you guys live in this fairy tale world of thinking that, oh, Cooper Rush is about to go on this. Stop it. Stop it right now. You can believe that, but we all live in reality. Like, and I'm gonna tell you all this right now. When reality hits, it's gonna hit your ass like a ton of bricks. So I'm just gonna save y'all from that reality. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott gives you the best opportunity to beat the team that he's already beat. You know what I'm saying? You guys are trying to hope. Listen to me. In order for in order for the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Rams with Cooper Rush, Kellen Moore is going to have good play calling, and Cooper Rush is going to have to play well. And those two things have really not been happening at the same time. So, like right now, what you need an upgrade in one. So upgrade the quarterback. Why? Because Cooper Rush ain't going. I mean, because Kellen Moore ain't going nowhere. So it's like, the way we are running the ball, think about this. We've never even done this with Dak. When was the last time when was the last time that we even had a game where we ran the ball damn near 30 times with Dak, on a team with Dak was the quarterback? It
Been a
definitely
long
wasn't
time.
last year. It wasn't last year because we didn't even run the ball. I don't even know the last time we ran the ball this many times in a game. And let's just be real. The passing game was not there until the running game was there. So that's why I say to you right now, with an upgrade at the quarterback position, because remember, we only completed how many passes today?
Was it 17? Let's think.
15 total passes today. And I'm gonna tell y'all the corniness about y'all. If Dak would have did this in the game, y'all would not have given him this win, man. But it's all good. It's all good. I ain't tripping.
Y'all would have said, but the defense held them boys.
Exactly. I know they would have, but it's all good. That's why I say upgrade the quarterback position, man. It's about It's about going forward and beating these better teams right now. Cooper Rush was a gate. It's good, but if Dak is 100% healthy, he should play 100%.
Right.
100%.
Because think about it. What if we get blown out by the Rams next week with Cooper Rush playing? These same fans would turn on the boy. And, that's not even an indictment on Cooper Rush because he's just out there doing his job. But, like, we have too many fickle fans that call for the quarterback head whenever something goes wrong. Like, y'all did it with Tony Romo. Y'all did it with Dak Prescott. Y'all did it. Y'all will do it with Cooper Rush the moment he struggles. So I just need y'all to calm down. Y'all don't show any type of loyalty to these players and expect them to take pay cuts and all this other stuff. Like, y'all are slow.
Facts. And I'm gonna tell y'all, for all y'all folks, Dak just needs to heal. Listen to me. If Dak is playing, he's healed. We all need to agree that we is not doctors. You know what I'm saying? If Dak is playing, he's playing. You feel me? He says, "Damn, y'all turning y'all back on Dak now." Hey, listen. It's not about It's not that fans turn their back on on Dak. But what fans do is fans follow what is hitting now. We're as a fan, you are always in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually a fair place to be because Cooper Rush won you a game. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we also have to look at our ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? Your ultimate goal is to get you where Dak put you last year. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say right now we need to be more optimistic of saying, damn, if we did this with Cooper Rush, what could we do with Dak Prescott? That's the way you guys need to be thinking. That's the problem with Cowboy Nation. You guys actually want to see Dak Prescott healthy sitting on the bench. Like, that is the dumbest thing that I've heard in my life. That's Tony Romo 2016, watching Dak Prescott struggle against the Green Bay Packers, knowing that Tony Romo had led the NFL in comebacks. Yes, I'm with you. Tony Romo should have played. He was built for that. Like, there's no way Dak should have finished that game in 2016. No way. He's built for that. Y'all realistically want a healthy Dak sitting on the sideline looking at Cooper Rush. Remember, Cooper Rush, the same guy we released just 3 weeks ago. Well, no, it was about 5 weeks now.
Yeah. And let's go even further. Look at what other teams
hold on, I'm going to say this last thing. If Cooper Rush is getting credit for doing his job, where was Dak's last year? That's it, man. And y'all got to remember, Dak won all them games for y'all last year. He lost in the playoffs, and he went from being a good quarterback to ass. Just like that.
Y'all minds, yeah. But a lot of them didn't want to get miscredited to begin with. No matter how many touchdowns he throw for, no matter how many records he set, no matter how many games he wins, They already have this notion in their mind that Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback. But when you actually look at the numbers, you look at the wins. If you top 10 in everything from wins to completion to yards to touchdowns, since you've been a starter in the league, you're obviously a top 10 quarterback. People talk about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has a losing record as a starter. Dak Prescott is one of the winningest quarterbacks in the league since 2016 when he took the job. That is not a comp. There's not a comparison. People say people are lazy in their analysis of quarterback play. So I don't get it. I don't care to get it at this point. You don't think Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. You just don't know football.
Facts. He says, y'all. He says, hey, let's go. Let's kind of. It says, keep winning, Cowboys. Let's go. Facts. Let's go. Shout out to Noah Brown. Shout out to Noah Brown. 6 targets, caught 3 of them, 61 yards. Had the big 20-yard catch. He's definitely solidified himself as a deep ball threat guy. You know what I'm saying? Going up there, climbing the ladder, and bringing that ball down. Also,
I remember what I was going to say. I forgot. When the Saints were, when Drew Brees got hurt for the Saints, Teddy Bridgewater came in and won 5 straight games. Do you think they were talking about benching Drew Brees? And he was older and injury prone at that point. Did they do that? No. Because they know who Teddy Bridgewater is. Just like you should know who Cooper Rush is. He is eventually going to have a bad game. He is a backup quarterback. He is doing the best he can. I don't knock him for anything, but y'all gotta set your expectations realistically. You expect Cooper Rush to be John Elway or somebody. It's not who he is.
Well, I also think that like the expectations on Cooper Rush aren't like Dak's expectations is he has to play good and win. Cooper Rush's expectations is he just has to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the big difference.
But
like
you know what?
When fans look at Cooper Rush, that's it.
Yeah, but you know they have that leeway with a quarterback they're not familiar with. But that's why they were fine with Prescott in 2016. They were just tired of Tony Romo. It wasn't that Tony Romo wasn't a good quarterback. They just they get burnt out on players. Dak Prescott with the shiny new toy, on the field, and he was winning games. There were games where the offense struggled mightily, but we kept winning games, so they did not care, about that. But the moment that Dak Prescott got established, had years under his belt as a starting quarterback, and we had made it to a championship game or a Super Bowl, then no matter how good he played, their expectations was he had to be dominant. And even if we made a switch with a quarterback, let's say they got what they wanted and Cooper Rush did become the guy. If we don't win the Super Bowl and he starts a couple more seasons, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to want another quarterback in there. So they don't want better players. They want new players.
Facts. Damn, I think that's actually a good way to look at it too. That's actually a really good way. Shout out to my boy Antoine Beasley. Hey, you guys, make sure you guys hit that star button. Make sure you guys hit that star button. Don't forget, top star giver today is going home with an autographed DeMarcus Lawrence jersey. So make sure you guys hit that star button. My boy DeMarcus Lawrence, he can have a really quiet. He can have a really quiet game. Let's see what my boy ended up with. They have him officially ended up with 2 tackles and 1 solo. I'm gonna tell you this right now. People are, the internet is about to buzz, man. But LVE, bruh. LVE, Cowboys got to upgrade. They got to upgrade him. They got to I want to see Jabril Cox. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't even go that far. Until Jabril Cox can consistently make tackles, I would prefer LVE because even though he's tackling guys 10 yards down the field, he's still making the tackle. So I still have to give him that. He finished with 8 tackles. He was out of position a lot. And, if we played a running quarterback, he would have got gassed again. But I trust Dan Quinn. If Jabril Cox was ready, he would be on the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there is somebody I am waiting on.
Who?
I want to see our boy Jefferson.
Okay. Talking about Malik Jefferson?
Mm-hmm.
They had to bring him all the way up off the practice squad, though. I don't think they're going to do that. Like, they just not activating Cox right now. He still got to get, you know what I'm saying, on the 53, then get, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they I don't know if they're going to be. I think you have a better chance of seeing Jabril Cox than Jefferson. I'd like to see either one of them to keep it real because I'm just like, man, LVE just be out of place. So, and it just seems like he's always out of place right when they run where they're supposed, where they're gonna run where he is. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as where he is, that's where they run. Like, and it's almost like it's so consistent. I mean, and the Cowboys had to do it again, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you this right here. If it's not a run play, LVE does not need to be on the field. Like
Hold up. Tell me, Alvarado, how does Cooper Rush look better than Dak Prescott overall? I don't want you to bring up the 3 quarters of football he played. Look at his career and compare it to Cooper Rush. Dak Prescott threw for almost 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions. All right,
yeah.
he's the fourth. And look, he's the fourth winningest quarterback in football since 2016. Is Cooper Rush touching any of those numbers? Is he on pace for any of that? No.
Yeah, but
So
that's
like,
but I'm gonna tell you that's why I ain't even really even talking about that no more. You want to know why? Because Dak Prescott has a different expectation than Cooper Rush, and I just realized that Cooper Rush is only being required to win the game. Dak Prescott is being required to play good and win, and sometimes that just doesn't happen. Like, let's just be real. Cooper Rush didn't play good today, but he got the win. Like, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
right. Because even
It's all good.
even in his first playoff game, I know we were behind and we came back and tied it and all the other stuff. Dak Prescott played better than Aaron Rodgers did that game. He threw 3 touchdowns, 300 yards. The one interception he threw was on a screen pass where nobody blocked the other guy. So like he really played an outstanding game from the second half onward. But he doesn't get credit for that. Scored 30 something points. He doesn't get credit for that because he didn't win. Just like in all these other games he's played, we've seen Dak Prescott score almost 40 points and still lose the game. He threw like 4 touchdowns against the Browns.
I mean, every game almost hit Dak Prescott's over 400 yards is not good. I don't think he has a winning record over 400 yards when he throws over 400 yards. To be honest with you, off the top of my head, I don't think he does. Because most of them shootouts that we be having with Dak, bro, he don't win. That's why I be trying to say this formula right now. This right here is gonna have Dak Prescott looking like a league MVP because all those throws that were almost interceptions, Dak's not throwing those. You know what I'm saying? And those open throws that we've missed, Dak's gonna hit those. Like,
Yeah,
and that's to be real because Dak ain't had too many, no too many 15s or 27s. like I'm just being real with you. Dak ain't got too many of them in his career. Like he don't got too many 15s or 27s.
Prescott is fifth all time in career
He don't got too many of
percentage.
those. Purnell says if we lose a game with Cooper Rush at quarterback, they'll bash him to the fan base is fickle. Exactly, Purnell. That's why I said if I'm Cooper Rush, I ain't even trying to play next week. I want Dak to come back. Because guess what? If it's Cooper Rush, it's about man. I want the way y'all feel about me right now is how I want y'all to feel about me when free agency come.
Like, dang, he's an undefeated quarterback.
Undefeated quarterback. Some franchise will give him $15-20 million a year.
Look. The Commanders looking more and more like Carson Wentz ain't going to be the guy.
Bro,
I would say Washington, but they won. I'm not Washington. I would say New York, but they won today.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
I said that though. I said, man, I believe that Carson Wentz will not be the starting quarterback. This will be the last time we play Carson Wentz this year because he is going to lose his starting job.
Yeah, he played bad. He played real bad.
They let that boy throw 25 for 40. He threw 42 passes.
He didn't do nothing.
Nothing. Average 4 yards per catch. 4 yards per pass. 4. Horrible. Let's see. Michael Gallup. I think we talked about Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup did his thing. Defense did that. Hey, man, let's go through these comments. One last time. Hey, I'm going to do one more show later on tonight. It's only 2:23. One thing I do like about having the games earlier in the day is you give you the opportunity to do a bunch of shows and content. So after this, I'm going to do my wrap-up video, and then also Henny DeMore is going to do his wrap-up article. We'll be dropping both of those on the page, so make sure you tune in and catch those. Let's think. Let me see these last comments. We got a good team. Keep rolling. It's gonna get real this week, though. It's gonna get real this week.
Yeah, we know we got to win. We got to keep pace with the Eagles because they haven't lost a game yet, and they still have a soft schedule. And
Mm,
then, yeah, let's go further. The Giants will have the same record as us, so we can't drop games. I know we have the head-to-head matchup, but it ain't gonna matter unless we end with the same record.
mm-hmm. All right. Joseph says I can't. Jamal says I can't wait for James Washington to get back playing. Mm-hmm. We'll wait. He's a wait and see. He's a wait and see for me. Pernell, I read you says you play to win the game. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, hey man, we've been on here for an hour. Listen to me. This. I got one more show I'm going to be doing later on tonight. I'll be live later on tonight about 6 p.m. Go do my last Can't Sleep Cowboys. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Don't forget, top star giver for today is going home with a Dallas Cowboys autographed DeMarcus Lawrence jersey. So far, my boy Jamal Skipper is in first place. So make sure you guys tune in. If you send over 2,500 stars, make sure that you send me your make sure if you sent over 2,500 stars, make sure you send me your address so that I am able to send you your run the damn ball hat. I got to get that out to you. Get it in the mail. I got you. Don't trip. But shout out to everybody that sends stars, and I will see you guys. And I'll see you guys in about 6. And also, I'm about to drop a bunch of content. So make sure you support it. About to drop a bunch of content. So make sure you support it. How do you support it? By watching it, by sharing it with a friend. You know what I'm saying? So you guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace. I'll see you guys in a couple hours.